Ministry of Agriculture through the NDIA has begun a massive drainage and irrigation rehabilitation project at West Watooka, Linden, in Region 10 that will see relief being realized for both cash and livestock farmers in the area. The start of the undertaking follows an outreach to the region just over 2 weeks ago by Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa, who was told of the almost non-existent drainage and irrigation systems which had become blocked up and overgrown through years of neglect. Farmers had lamented that drainage during the rains is a major problem for them, as the neglected drainage systems did not allow for water to leave the farms. Often the stagnant water eventually becomes infested with worms and other parasites, which prove deadly for livestock. At that outreach in West Watooka, as he did in the other two communities visited, the Agriculture Minister promised a number of interventions, chief among them being the improvement of drainage and irrigation systems. That work has now started in West Watooka and will later be done in Nottinghamshire and all agriculture lands in the mining town. I took my camera back to the mining town and to West Watooka for a look at the work being done. It was clear that the magnitude of the undertaking was enormous. Mr. Roderick Grant is the NDIA engineer overlooking the project, which has started at the backlands of West Watooka.
We are here in West Watooka, in Linden, region number 10, and the National Drainage and Irrigation has responded to a meeting that was held here with the Minister of Agriculture and the farmers of this area, and we have started doing some maintenance to some of the canals and drains in this area. Presently we have 2 machines working, and as you can see, the machine is clearing 2 of the channels on the dam which were heavily vegetated for a long period of time. This will result in better drainage, and farmers will have water, sufficient water now for their plants and animals which they are presently rearing and presently planting.
The NDIA is also working on the excavation of the roadside drains leading from the proposed conservancy area all the way out to the Wisma Bridge.
This is another aspect of our cleaning. As you can see, the machine here in the background is doing the roadside drains, which is also helping to facilitate the drainage from some of the farming areas in this community. Basically, what he is doing here is trying to do the ones that he can reach. And as the big excavator, which is down at the back, comes out, he will look at the ones that are not reachable by this machine. So both sides of the roads will be looked at, and there will be proper drainage in the area.
This is the drain on the other side of the road. As you can see, this is a massive undertaking.
These drains here that you're seeing in the background, the one that is clean and the one here that is heavily vegetated, are drains that are leading out of West Watooka, and it ends at the entrance by the bridge, the Wisma Mackenzie Bridge.
Farmers in the area say the work being undertaken is very timely and will allow for critical drainage at this time when the rains are here.
The farm that is normally producing now, we survive on the citrus, the plantain, the coconut, and the normal things, the little boro, okra, and whatever more we could produce. So the drainer will be doing a very good job for us, and we thank the government for that.
What are some of the problems you have?
The problem is just was the water. The water is the problem, and they're going to solve now because of the drain that's now there. So we don't get no kind of water. Water that kill the plants them and kill the fruit trees. So that's very good about the government.
Mostly concentrate on citrus. Not too much of coconut, but I think they're going to the coconut thing now because the whole thing looking more long term, right? But the drainage and thing is a very, very nice thing that I see them. I feel the road will be even better than the drain. Because the road is very ugly, you can see how the road stay. When you come in with your vehicle and download, now you hear squeak. It's not a nice situation, but from what I overheard that they're going to look after all these things, right? Road and the drain. Well, I got another farm along the back, so right? I decided to wait there. There's the place that's clogged up with water. the grass tick, 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 tick. And it's a nice thing, man. I just glad if they could do it.
Yes, yes. I glad because when I see the machines they passing in, I say, well, we will get a little ease from the flooding. So it's nice.
Well, I think the drainage work is going to be very good for the community people because, for instance, the state yard flood out and the drainage getting flooded out properly. So you see, as the person them who live in low getting a lot of problems. This is going to really help us out a lot. During this rainy weather, it can help us out a lot.
Drainage works in West Watooka will continue until the entire drainage and irrigation system is restored. NDC Councillor Ms. Sherry has indicated that while the machines make their way to the lands in northwest Watooka, manual clearing of the canals will be undertaken as an interim measure to bring relief to farmers there.
The canal, but then they silt in a long time, especially those at the top where the machine start from, and it has a lot of big trees. So we're grateful because the minister was there and he said he's going to send it in the same week, and he did send the machines them in the week. And so way down to the back that we had a big clouding up causing the flooding is released now. They have even have a farmer, Mr. Lanny Tyson, and he is saying that, you know, with this big rain he had a great release because the machine had started, although the machine and meet to the river at it. So I know the farmers at the back, way at the back, who couldn't plant at all is grateful, and so the water started pulling off.
But the problem of reliable year-round supply of irrigation water is one that will be addressed early in the new year. During his outreach with residents of the community, the Agriculture Minister had disclosed a multi-million-dollar project that will realize a water conservancy in the West Watooka backlands.
What we'll also do in the new year, come January, February, we will start the conservancy right at the back here. So we'll trap irrigation water. $123 million will be expended right here so that you can have regular irrigation to your crop here. Great. Regular irrigation. So that project is at the evaluation stage right now. It's doing at the evaluation stage. It should go to tender board for award. We'll also do another D&I structure for another $50 million right at the back here so that you will get the benefit.
The area behind these trees is the area to be made a water catchment reservoir with all accompanying structures to ensure the community has access to irrigation water year-round. Work on this is expected to commence as early as January or February in the new year.